Good morning, students. I am your SST teacher, Taruna Kapoor. Today, we will discuss about History Chapter 5 When People Rebel 1857 and After. In a previous chapter, we have seen the Britishers have imposed different policies on different peoples like kings, queen, peasants, landlord, soldiers, tribals, and they were affected in different ways. And after that, Nawab lose their power. In the mid of the 18th century, Nawab and Rajas had been erode their power. Many ruling families tried to negotiate with the companies to protect their interests, like Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, though she wanted the company to recognize her adopted son as the heir to the kingdom after the death of her husband. Awadh was one of the last territory to be annexed. In 1801, a subsidiary alliance was imposed and in 1856 it was taken over. The effect on the peasants and the sepoys. In the countryside, peasants, zamindar resented high taxes and rigid methods of revenue. Many failed to pay back their loans to the money lenders and gradually lost the lands they had tilled for generations. In 1856, company passed a new law which stated that every new person who took up employment in the company's army had to agree to several overseas if required. Sepoys also had the agricultural backgrounds, so they were directly affected with revenue policies of British. Responses to reform. The Britishers believed that Indian society had to be reformed. Laws were passed to stop the practice of sati and to encourage the remarriage of widows. English language education was actively promoted. After 1830, the company allowed Christian missionaries to function freely in its domain and even on their land and property. In 1850, a new law was passed to make conversion to Christianity easier. This law allowed an Indian who had converted Christianity to inherit the property of their ancestors. Many Indians began to feel that the British were destroying their religion, their social custom, and their traditional way of life. There were, of course, other Indians who wanted to change existing social practices. A mutiny became a popular rebellion. Through struggle between the rulers and the ruled are not unusual. Sometimes such struggle become quite widespread as a popular resistance so that the people of the state break down. A large number of people begin to believe that they have a common enemy and rise up against the enemy at the same. For such a situation to develop, people have to organize communication, take initiative, and display the confidence to turn the situation around. After 100 years of conquest and administration, the English East India Company faced a massive rebellion that started in May 1857 and threatened the company's very presence in India. Sepoy mutinied in several places, began from Meerut, and a large number of people from different sections of society rose up in rebellion. Some regard it as the biggest armed resistance to the colonization in the 19th century anywhere in the world. Thank you.